Man was not made to plug another man. You are wicked. This is not what he created you for. You're not supposed to take what he's given you to procreate and go put it into a state behind another man. You are wicked. You want all of us to agree with you and your wickedness. You want us to shut up, but you ain't gonna shut us up. That anus that you have is for the processing of waste fecal material matters that's supposed to go to the bathroom. As a matter of fact, one time he spoke to Israel and he said, cover your dung. Don't put it in my face. Dig a hole and put it in it.
That's right.
But now you want to go have pleasure in that hole? You wicked, nasty, perverted people. But you want people to be okay with that. You want us to come and enjoy your movies and enjoy your television program, your line vision program, and be okay with another man kissing another man? And that should be okay? With another man having sex with another man? And we should accept that?
Disgusting.
Now you're going to hell too. Oh, some of you don't believe in hell. But there is hellfire. Some of you going to live in it, and some of you going to die in it. Second death is worse than the physical death, the death of the spirit. But yes, in your wickedness, you're going to pay on this earth. That's why some of your bodies are decaying while you're alive. That's why your body are rotting out on you. That's why some of you are bringing up cancer blood and spilling out all kinds of evil out of your body, and you're seeing it, and you have to cut off all kinds of parts of your body because of sugar diabetes and this, that, and the other. You're going to feel wickedness while you're on the earth. Yes, you're going to. But the righteous, he said there is a balm in Gilead. He said he is the healer of the nation. He said the stripes that was placed upon his back was for the healing of the nation. It is not through the medicine. It is not through the doctor. It is because of the herbs, because of what he has produced for us, because he has taken the beating on his back openly and open before everyone, because he came with righteousness. You want to kill him, and because we come with righteousness, you want to kill us? Well, go right ahead, because to be absent from this body is to be present with the Master Yahoshua, because he is the one that gives eternal life. He is the one, he said, oh, who can separate us from the love of Yah? Neither heights nor depth, that power nor soul, hey, none can separate us from his
Praises be to Yah.
Yes, sir. Praise Yah.
Hallelujah.
Hear what he says here. Listen to this. Verses 12. Saying, I mean, blessing and esteem and wisdom and thanksgiving and respect and power and the might to our Elohim forever and ever. And one of the elders responded, saying to me, who are these dressed in white robes, and where did they came from? Well, I'm about to tell you, because you heard about the 12,000 for all the tribes. But after the 12,000 had been sealed, they've been working on some others. They just might be some other people that is not, they look like us, but they're not Hebrews. They look like us, but they're not Israelites. So now we got to go back to brothers and sisters that look like us and teach them the word of Yah, so they can come out from the wickedness of the Gentiles and come unto the true nature of the Master Yahoshua. He said that there is a number that no man could count. Watch it. Hear what he says? He says, verse 13, he said, and one of the elders responded and said, he said, who are these dressed in white robes? And where did they come from? And I said to him, Master, you know. And he said to me, these are those coming out of the great distress. These are those that are coming out of the great distress. Meaning they were not in the first batch of the first fruit. But they came up from the fruits that came after. They weren't the first fruits. They're not Israelite. But they're going to be Hebrews because they're coming up from the second batch. The first batch is Hebrew Israelite. The second batch is just the other nation that look like us. And they are, let's say, your cousins and your grandcousins and your cousin. They're not immediate family member, but they're still in the lineage of your people, of your ancestors. And these are the ones he's talking about, not the first fruits, but they're still coming up from the same tree. They're coming up from the harvest. They did not come first, but they come in second and third and fourth. These are the ones, and there will be thousands of them coming. Oh yeah, when you thought it was only 12,000 from this tribe and 12,000 from this tribe, we are going to get the rest of the army ready, and they're going to come marching, and you're going to hear them coming down, singing the word and the song. Hallelujah. Praise to the King of Kings and to the Master of all Master. And they're going to sing the song of Moshe, and they're coming down, and they're marching, and your guns can't stop them, and your bombs can't stop them, and I'm telling you, and the army coming, and when you meet them in the valley of Jehoshaphat, when you meet them down there, and the stars coming down, and the moon is going to turn blood, and I'm telling you, the stones of heaven is going to hit the nations, and the Malak is going to be shooting his arrow and willing with his sword. You can't stop them. They're going to be marching and coming down, singing the song of Moshe, and coming down in the valley of Gethsemane, and there is going to be a host of them, and their leader going to be no other but the Master Yahoshua himself.
Hallelujah. The valley of Jehoshaphat.
Hear what he says. He said in verse 14 here, he said, and I said to him, Master, you know. He said, and he said to me, these are those coming out of the great distress, having washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Have not told you so. They're washing their clothes in blood. When they take out their blood garments that you murdered them on the street, they are taking it and washing it in the blood of Messiah to make it clean again. When you take the little rape sister and the little rape child and your sex rings and your, what do you call those sex slaves that you call it. When those little ones come with their clothes filled with blood and ripped up, the master said, don't worry, daughter. When they come in from the grave with their grave clothes that you murdered them with, and it's ripped up, and it's still got the blood in it, and they dipped it in his blood, and they raised it up to shake before you as a judgment against you, and you see that it's white, and it got no spot or wrinkle upon it, and it got no bullet holes in it, and it got no red hands on it, and it got no tears upon it, and it's a brand new garment, and they dressed in white because they were washed in the blood of the Messiah, Yahoshua Messyah. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. This is going to be a day when all of them.
Praises be to you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It says, because of this, they are before the throne of Elohim and serving him day and night in his dwelling place. And he who sits on the throne shall spare shall spread his tent over them. They shall hunger no more. Right now, you got it, Mr. Whitey. Right now, you got the power, you think? Right now, you got the money that you stole. Right now, you got the banks sewed up and lying. Right now, you got the big Hollywood houses. Right now, you got the big cars. Right now, you got the Lamborghini. Right now, you got the Benz and the Ferrari. Right now, while some of our people still riding on donkeys and riding on camels. But right now, but in a few minutes, when the judgment hit, all that you have is going to go up in smoke in but a second. And you will have to run out of neighborhoods that you were trying to run them out when you build your big buildings and you're trying to zone us and you're trying to corner us and you're trying to put one gate so you could cause our young men to go in with drugs and you could capture them because they can't run because they are so tired and you only put one entry and no exit.
Yes, sir.
He is coming, people. He's coming for you. His judgment is against you. He wants his people to be respected. He wants his people to be put back in the position where they came from, their royal priesthood.
Yes, sir.
Don't you look down upon them again. They are kings. The word said that you're going to bow to them and you're going to kiss their sandals and lick the dirt off their feet. That's what he says in Isaiah. He said, yes, you're going to come and bow to them. And you're going to lick the dust off their feet because of your wickedness. You're not going to get away with it. If you want to come and give us food stamps, you're going to be stamped. If you want to come and red line us or red block mail us against the mortgages that we're supposed to get and only checking our credit score and your credit score is too low, guess what? You ain't got no score because your time is up.
Oh, praise you.
Coming down here. Hear what he says here. Because this day are before the, he said, because they are before the throne of Elohim and serve him day and night at the dwelling place. He covered them. And then he said they won't be hunger. They will not hunger no more. Neither thirst anymore. Neither shall the sun stricken them no anymore, or the heat, or any heat. Because of the Lamb who is in the midst of the throne shall shepherd them. The Master Yahoshua Messyah in the midst of us.
Hallelujah.
And lead them to the fountain of water. Your poison water in Flint, Michigan. Your poison water right now, you think you could take all the waters? You go because you got the money. You go buy out all the waters. You buy them out in truckloads. And you keep them in your storage. And you buy up all the toilet papers. And you buy up all the food. So the little poor man that you've been planning against, I cannot get anything. So you think he's going to starve to death? But I'm telling you, there is something else coming. Because the same food that you store up, and when your people are wiped out, he's going to walk in right into your garage and eat that same food. Because the master is going to lead him right there to where the harvest is. And he's going to take for a plunder. And he's going to feed his people. Just like you stole from him.
Mm-hmm. Praise you.
He said the fountain, he said, of the water of life. And Elohim shall wipe away every tear from their eyes. I want to show you something real quick. Because you think that you think what I'm saying is, it's in the word. Let us go in Isaiah 40 49. And I'm going to read a little piece from you because next week we're going to continue by the grace of the Master Yahoshua. We're going to continue. Isaiah 49 in the scriptures, 544. 5454. Not 354. 454. 454. Not 354. So let's see.
4, 5, 3.
So you got 454 in the scriptures.
Chapter verse 1.
Verse, and we go into verse, we're going to start at verse 21. He said, and you shall say in your heart, who has brought forth these for me? Since I am bereaved and barren and exiled and wandering. Hold on one second. Okay. And wandering to and fro, and who read them? See, I was left alone from where I did those, and where did these come? Thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, I lift my hands up to the nations and set up my banner of peoples for the peoples. And they shall bring your sons in their arms and your daughters carried on their shoulder. Who is he talking to?
The nations.
He said the nations.
Mm-hmm.
The other nations that have taken our children, gone down into a cable line, the place you call Africa, and took our babies from their mothers because you kept them in lack. And you didn't provide for them. So they had nothing to raise their children. You had the benefit of enjoying that mother's child while she grieved because she had nothing to feed them. You didn't help the mother, you took from her. Mm-hmm. You put her in grief. But it said the day is coming when you will have to put that child back on your shoulder and carry them back to their parents, back to their land. You, Mr. Gentile, you, Mr. Other Nation, who has confiscated the children and made them modern day slave. You brought them into the United States and you said that you're going to take good care of them, but some of them are telling the stories now that you had them cleaning their house while your children go to school and they get no education.
Mm-hmm. Come on, then.
They're talking about it now while there were servants in your house while your husband sexually abused them. And you bring other people to come and lay up with them. You're going to pay for that.
Yep.
So hear what he says here, and we come in ready to finish up.
23.
22. 23.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and sovereigns shall be your foster fathers. The kings will take you in, he says. They will have to provide for you. And their sovereignness, your nursing mothers. They will have to nourish the children that they took. They bow down to you with their faces to the earth and lick up the dust of your feet. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Those who wait for me shall not be put to shame. He said, you, Mr. Gentile, you, Mr. Other Nation, will have to come and lick the dust off of the feet of those that you treated bad.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to bow to them because you made them bow to your mighty one.
Yes, sir.
You brought them into your churches and the little Catholic boy, and you put him on your arm, because I was a Catholic, and you take your little piece of napkin and you wipe his navel or his little tushush and you make them kiss it. Perverted people. Perverted people. And you call it the house of Yah. You go watch the Catholic priests. Those perverted men that are sexually abusing them young boys. Look, yeah, because you've been making them kiss this little graven image that you made. Wiping his little penis and having them kissing it because you want to go kiss them.
Yep.
You're wicked and perverted generation. That's why all of you are going to burn. That's why all of you are going to hell. That's why you're going to hell in a handbasket. You're going down there in a skateboard. You're going down there fast. All of you. You kept all the books in the archive in St. Petersburg. You kept all of it. You kept everything. You know the truth about who we are. But yes, you send out the Illuminati. And now you got our people inducted into what? The Freemason. You got the pastors in the Freemason. You got the preachers in the Freemason. You got our children in the alumni. You got them in the Greek order. You done that. From the time we go in the military and come back out, you want to sign us up. Wickedness. They can't even play sports without it.
Yes, sir.
You want them signed up to some higher order so they can be able to shoot a ball and make money for you.
Put up their hand signs.
Put up your hand signs and everything that you're doing, but your wickedness is coming to an end. No hatred to you, just disgust of what you have done. Yeah, you say that's an angry black man. It's okay. I still got love for you. Some of you ain't as bad as some others. And some of you not trumped up. It's okay. I forgive you. Shalom to the Master Yahoshua. Greetings and salute to his name. Shabbat Shalom. I am Prophet Reggie, right here in the Brandon area. Hallelujah. Give praises unto the Master. Inbox us and send the word out. Send the word out to somebody. Tell them there is a voice crying out in the wilderness, making straight his path. Shalom.
Hallelujah.